Hi, Namaste, good evening to all. Myself Murali PG. In today's YouTube class under an academy, I am going to deal with our Kingdom Animalia chapter. So, Kingdom Animalia is one of the important topic regarding the Karnataka CET. On behalf of an academy with respect to 2021 Karnataka CET aspirants, here we introduce some of the important plus class to crack Karnataka CET with an academy. Let's crack Karnataka CET with your good preparation. So get your subscription today. During subscription, use my code, that is KCET Murali, to get 10% off. Okay, so this is my code. And secondly, for plus subscription, we are with the following types of characters: premium content at affordable price, structured live courses, quizzes at regular intervals, batches for complete preparation, test series, single subscription for unlimited access. So everything is under single subscription. And what are the special features here? 20 plus top educators will going to attend this class. 10 plus batches are going on. 250 plus courses are there. 2000 plus lessons are there. And many more added every day. Okay, so use code is KCET Murali to get 10% off, and this is the pricing plan for 1 month. Okay, and this is the pricing plan for 3 months, then 6 months, etc. And these are the batches. So here we focus with the rankers batch. Okay, rankers batch, complete batch, OSAS, PCMB. This is champion batch. This is Karnataka CET batch 2.0 PCMB batch, and this is Mestos batch 2.0 with PCMB. So myself, I am taking in Mestos batch, Kannada batch, then rankers batch. Okay, my dear students, use these opportunities to get your success in the oncoming Karnataka CET, to achieve your goal in the oncoming Karnataka CET. And along with this, we are with the daily T20 free practice test series for the aspirants, where daily test 20 questions in 20 minutes. Take live test classes, get leaderboard ranking, evaluate your performance, attempt later multiple times, and practice regularly and gain confidence for exam. So available for free. Okay, this is how to attempt a test series. By this brief introduction, now I am moving towards Kingdom Animalia. We are going to have the discussion with the MCQ, and from next class onwards, that is on 5th, 7th, 9, etc. on coming days, I am going to take a second PUC important topics with the discussion and miss doubt clearance with the MCQ. Okay, in the next class, that is on 5th, I am moving towards sexual reproduction in angiosperms under reproductive biology, second PUC. Okay, my dear students, good evening to all. Welcome to the class. Now let us start with our question. The first question of today's class. Yes. Which class has the largest number of animals? Under animal kingdom, which class is having class? I am telling about class, not phylum. Okay, fishes, reptiles, insect, mammals. So it is the insect. So class insecta is having the largest number of species. So it will be about nearly about 80,000 species, known species are there under class Insecta, belonging to phylum Arthropoda. Okay, Second question, identify the characteristics of acoelomate. Acoelomate means A means not, coelom refers to body cavity. Yes, Shiv Sam, you are right. For first question, C is the right answer. Good evening. Let us continue. So identify the characteristics of acoelomate. Absence of mesoderm, absence of brain, coelom that is incompletely lined with a mesoderm, and solid body without a cavity surrounding internal organs. So acoelomate refers to body cavities. What is that? Body cavity is absent, isn't it? Is absent. So body cavity is absent. So right answer is D. Here the solid body cavity without solid body without a cavity surrounding internal organs. So totally body cavity is absent, that is called acoelomate. Body cavity is present, it is called coelomate. And body cavity is false type or false body cavity is present, it is called pseudo-coelomate. So three types of animals based on the presence or absence of false body cavity. Next question. So can we give one example for acoelomate? Here example, body cavity is absent, it is a tapeworm. So tapeworm is the best example, or planaria is also acoelomate, belonging to Platyhelminthes. So phylum Platyhelminthes shows this acoelomate nature. Next question number third, salamander belonging to the class. Salamander belonging to class which one? It is the amphibia. So reptile like amphibia, we can say reptile like amphibia, and with the tail is present, with the tail is present, and this is one of the amphibia. Salamander atra is the full name. Okay, Salamander atra belonging to amphibia group. Then which of the following combinations is incorrect? See, incorrect statement here. Nematoda roundworm pseudocoelomate. Then Calcaria gastrovascular cavity coelom present. So it is the incorrect one. Right answer is B. Calcaria gastrovascular cavity is present, but it is not coelom. It is not coming under coelom category. That phylum, the organism coming under Calcaria, is not coming under body cavity concept. And third one, Echinodermata coelom present, bilateral symmetry, that is right. Platyhelminthes gastrovascular cavity, flatworms acoelomate, that is also right. So right incorrect statement is B. So right option is B for fourth one. Next fifth question, flame cells are the excretory structures for what? So flame cells are the excretory structure or excretory organ. You can say that organ of what? Platyhelminthes. So in the case of tapeworm, or in the case of liver fluke, or in the case of planaria, these are the examples where we can observe flame cells are the chief excretory organ or excretory structure. That is what? Flame cells. Then phylum Porifera is classified based on what? Phylum Porifera, the first phylum under animal kingdom, phylum Porifera, is mainly classified with respect to that the basic important character, it is the spicules. The unique character of phylum Porifera, where spicules means the endoskeletal structure, isn't it? Endoskeletal structure made up of calcium carbonate that gives mechanical support and strength to the entire porifera member, or in the case of sponges. Okay. Yes, Jyotika, welcome to the class. Good evening. So right answer for sixth one, it is C. Next, seventh question. The canal system in sponges develops due to. Canal system refers to here water canal system. Water canal system is because of what? It is folding of inner wall, reproduction, gastrovascular system, porous wall. So development of water canal system, that is by folding of inner wall. By this it will going to form the internal water canal system, result in the movement of water in that water canal system. So individual cell will going to get the dissolved oxygen and nutrient through that thing. So entry of water will be there through the ostia, that is called dermal ostia, which is present on the body wall, isn't it? So dermal ostia or openings which are present in the body wall, and in the anterior side opening it is called osculum. So through this entry of water and through this exit of water will be there in the case of our sponges. So next, so seventh question, right answer is D. Yes, Shiv, you are right. Next, eighth one, select the correct pair. Arthropoda, silverfish. Pisces, jellyfish. Echinodermata, cuttlefish. Mollusca, starfish. The correct one, it is the arthropoda. With the insect, it is the silverfish. So it is the right one, because yes, Manoj, you are welcome. Welcome, good evening. For seventh one, D is the right one, and for eighth one, it is A, arthropoda. You are right, Manoj. So the right answer for this question number 8, it is the arthropoda. What about Pisces? It is not jellyfish. Jellyfish belong to Coelenterata. Pisces having the fishes. Then Echinodermata, it is not cuttlefish. Echinodermata is with starfish. Then Mollusca, it is not starfish. Mollusca with the freshwater mussel. This is starfish is belong to Echinodermata. Mollusca is with the apple snail, etc. Or we can say it is having soft bodied organism. So right answer is E. Yes, okay. Which group does not contain polyp? So here polyp and medusa, there are two life forms, two body plants. So two body plants. Here which group does not contain polyp? So the right answer is Calcarea. Calcarea is not having polyp. But Anthozoa, Hydrozoa, Scyphozoa, they are having the polyp type of body plants. Does not contain polyp is the Calcarea. So these are having medusae type of body plant. Anthozoa, Hydrozoa, Scyphozoa. Okay. Yeah. Which group does not contain polyp? That is a Calcarea. It is not related with that one. Next, Ascaris is characterized by what? What is the unique character of Ascaris? Belonging to Ascalminthus, intestinal roundworm, isn't it? So which is the unique character? It is the absence of true column and metamerism. True column, body cavities, not true, pseudo-coelomate, isn't it? It is the pseudo-coelomate. And metamerism, segmentation, absent. So absence of true column and metamerism is the main character of our Ascaris. So right answer for 10th one, it is C. Next, 11th question. Cnidaria is characterized by what? Cnidaria means Coelenterata is characterized by what. So 11th one, it is tissue level of organization, that is right. Nematoblast or stinging cells are present in the tentacle of Hydra. Coelentron, gastrointestinal cavity or gastron or gastro cavity is present. So all the ABC are right. So right answer is D, all of the above. Next, 12th question. Notochord occurs throughout the life and all through the length of the body in which group of chordate? Okay, cephalochordate, hemichordate, urochordate, vertebrate. In that, notochord will remain for the entire lifespan, and through the length of the body it is in the cephalochordate. Okay, hemichordate is the last phylum of non-chordate and starting phylum of chordate is cephalochordata, next urochordate and vertebrate. Okay, so right answer for this question number 12, it is A. So hemichordata will going to have both the character of chordata and non-chordata. Then 13th question. Periplaneta belonging to which phylum? Periplaneta americana. It is nothing but cockroach. So cockroach belonging to arthropoda. Class is the insecta of arthropoda. Next, which of the following character is not typical to class Mammalia? Out of this, one is not the unique character of our Mammalia. Alveolar lungs, that is right. 7 cervical vertebrae, that is also right. Thecodont dentition, that is also right. What about this one? 10 pairs of cranial nerves. It is 12 pairs of cranial nerves. So 10, this number is wrong. So 12 pairs of cranial nerves will be there. So the right answer will be D. Not the typical, isn't it? Typical character of Mammalia. So right answer for this one, it is D. That is what our cranial nerves are 12 in pair. Then radial symmetry is found in which group? Radial symmetry and bilateral symmetry. There are two body symmetries. So with respect to that one, here radial symmetry is found in Coelenterata, that is Hydra, etc. and Echinodermata, starfish. Here we can make out the presence of radial symmetry. So right answer is B for question number 15. Yes, Mahima, welcome to the class. Yes, for 14th question, D is the right answer. You are right. Let us continue. Okay. 16th one. Total 30 questions are there. Cartilage fishes do not contain what? Cartilage fish and bony fish are the two types of fishes. One is the chondrichthyes, another one is the ostricthyes. Cartilage fish is called chondrichthyes and bony fish is called ostricthyes. Now coming to this point, cartilage fish do not contain what? Fins, gill cover, scales and mouth. So it is the gill cover. Cartilage fish do not contain gill cover or operculum. So example for this one, it is shark. Shark is the best example for this type of fish. Okay, is that one, shark. Okay, then next question number 17. Yes, jawless vertebrates belonging to. In the vertebrata, they are with jaws and jawless. So jaws are present, then it is called gnathostomata. Jaws are absent, that means what? Jawless vertebrate. They are called agnatha. A refers to not. So jawless vertebrata, that is agnatha. Agnatha. And gnathostomata, it is the with the jaws. Okay, with the jaws. Here without jaws. Next, chondric thighs can be differentiated from osteic thighs externally. How we can make out this fish is chondric thighs, the other one is the osteic thighs? What is the major morphological difference between chondric thighs and osteic thighs? So best thing is naked gills. Yes, chondric thighs are not having operculum, gill cover, heterocercal tail. So if you take the tail portion of our fish, chondric thighs, or the shark, it is with the unequal branching, isn't it? Unequal branching of the tail fin, that is observed in the case of chondric thighs, heterocercal. Then ventral mouth is present here. Mouth is present here, so it is ventral in position. So all of the above is the right answer. Okay. Heterocercal refers to unequal distribution of fin lobes with respect to tail, and homocercal is the main character of the osteic thighs. Equal distribution of fin lobes above and below the median line of the body in the tail portion, and the mouth is terminal in the case of osteic thighs, whereas chondric thighs mouth is ventral in position. Operculum is present in the case of osteic thighs. Operculum is absent in the case of chondric thighs. Next, question number 19. Match the following. See, here the right answer for this question, it is D. D is the right answer, where what is this? Yeah, protozoa. It is contractile vacuole. Protozoa is having contractile vacuole, that is for excretion. So in the first column I given the phylum, and in the second column excretory organ belonging to that phylum organism. Then Platyhelminthes, they are having flame cells. Then Annelida, they are with the nephridia as the excretory organ, and Arthropoda, it is the Malpighian tubule. So right answer is D for match the following question, 19th one. Next, 20th question. Paired fins of the fishes are. So in the case of fish, fins are the swimming legs, and paired means 2 in number. Which are the paired fins? So 20th one, it is the pectoral and pelvic fins. Dorsal fins are not paired fins. So if you take the fish, here we can observe the pectoral and pelvic fins. These are the first dorsal, second dorsal, and this is the caudal fin, isn't it? Or we can say that the tail fin. So this is the observation in the case of our fish. So these are the paired. So that is called pectoral and pelvic fins. Pectoral and pelvic fins. So right answer is C. So unpaired fins, which are the unpaired fins? They are the first dorsal and second dorsal. These are the unpaired fins. Okay, these are the paired fins. Next, question number 21. Listen, yeah, I given the assertion. It states that tapeworm, roundworm, and pinworm are endoparasites of human intestine. Reason: improperly cooked food is the source of all intestinal infection. So what is the answer? Yes. Here assertion and reason both are correct, and R is the correct explanation to A, because improperly cooked food, which is with that food is with the egg of this tapeworm, roundworm, pinworm may enter into the digestive system, into the intestine, where it is acting like an endoparasite. That is the egg. Egg will hatch, and hatchlet like tapeworm, roundworm, pinworm will enter or will going to have the infection to the intestine. So right answer is A for 21st. 22nd question. My dear friends, my next class will be on 5th of March in this month, 5th of March, and time is 9 p.m. Then Topic is sexual reproduction angiosperm. Okay, my next class. Okay, tetrapods include which classes? Tetrapod refers to four-legged. You see, tetrapod means four-legged organism. Here, amphibia, reptilia, eves and mammalia are the tetrapods. Superclass tetrapoda, superclass species. Species refers to fishes, chondrichthyes and osteichthyes. Next, 23rd question. Just as mammalian is to chordata, so is what? Mammalia belong to chordata. So what about the thing? Just a minute. Yeah. So Trematoda to Platyhelminthes, Cetacea to Vertebrata, Chondrichthyes to species, and Periplaneta to insect. So 23rd, it is Mammalia, class Mammalia. Remember, class Mammalia belong to chordata. So Trematoda belonging to class Trematoda belonging to phylum Platyhelminthes. So the correct matching, mammal to chordata, Trematoda to Platyhelminthes. So that is the correct way of matching. Then match the following. Next one. Here I given some of the fishes and the character of vertebrata. With the second column we have to match. So 24th question, D is the right answer, means Cyclostomata, it is jawless vertebrata. Example, Chondrichthyes, cartilage fish, Osteichthyes, bony fish. Then Gnathostomata, jaws possessing vertebrates, means the vertebrates with the jaw, that is the Gnathostomata. Okay, so right answer is D. 25th, which invertebrate phylum possesses following features: bilateral symmetry, triploblastic, metamerism, open vascular system, sexual dimorphism. What is sexual dimorphism? Male is different with the female. Male is different from female. That is what sexual dimorphism phenomenon. Now coming to this question, 25th. So which invertebrate phylum? So which phylum shows, invertebrate phylum shows the following important character. So right answer for 25th question, it is C, where bilateral symmetry, triploblastic, metamerism, open vascular system, means the blood vessels are absent, and sexual dimorphism, that is observed in the case of arthropoda, but not in Annelida. Annelida is having closed type of vascular system. Then mollusca, it is not with the metamerism. Then Ascarminthus, not with the metamerism. Then of course sexual dimorphism is present, but not with the metamerism, and it is not showing the open vascular system, etc. So vasculature is not developed completely. So right answer for 25th question, it is C. 26th question, another 4 questions are remaining. Okay, amniota include what? Amniota, amniotic fluid. Amniotic fluid is present during the development of young ones with respect to gestation period. That is observed in which group of animal? Amniotic fluid. So 26th, it is the amphibia, birds and reptiles, especially in the case of egg-laying organism. Amniotic fluid is common. Then birds do not possess teeth, urinary bladder, gallbladder, all the above. So 27th, the right answer, it is teeth. It is having beak. Beak is present, but it is toothless. Toothless beak is observed in the case of birds. Okay. Then 28th question, which is viviparous? There are two types of animals, viviparous and oviparous. So what is viviparous? Vivipary. So giving birth to young ones. Birth to young ones directly. Then it is vivipary. What is ovipary or oviparous? That is egg layers. Egg layers. So here 28th question, B is the right answer. Vivipary, the shark. Bonyfish, ovipary. Lungfish, ovipary. Frog, of course, ovipary. But shark is viviparous in nature. And 29th question. Yes. Here, Malpighian tubules are what? What is meant by Malpighian tubules? Excretory organ of insect, Annelida, respiratory organ of insect or respiratory organ of Annelida. So it is very simple. Malpighian tubules are the excretory organ of insect. If you take cockroach. So Malpighian tubules, light yellowish, very fine tubular structures will going to assimilate the metabolic end product and gives into the internal side of intestine. So Malpighian tubule. And last question, beak is toothed in. This is one exception. But that animal, that bird, it was extincted. So which is that one? Archaeopteryx. Archaeopteryx is the connecting link between the reptile and apes. So it is extincted bird. Okay, with the beak is with the tooth. So actually birds are toothless beak, isn't it? But here in the Archaeopteryx, one of the extincted bird where we can observe teeth in its beak, and it is a link between reptile and apes. Okay, my dear students, here we come to the end of this class with the 30 question answers, and in the next class, that is on 5th, I am going to deal with the next topic, that is sexual reproduction in flowering plant or angiosperm. Okay, so if you want more, let's crack the KCET with Unacademy by joining to the plus course. Remember, my dear students, use my referral code during the plus subscription KCET Murali and get 10% off regarding with the price value of this plus course. You will going to get detailed theory, MCQ, doubt clearance and mega quiz in the plus course. And here there are different varieties of batches are there. So myself, I am taking 3 batches here with the Masters batch, Kannada batch and Rankers batch. Okay, you can select any one batch during the plus subscription, and you have to do one thing: download Unacademy Learners app from Play Store, install it, and under search go to state CET, under which Karnataka CET, and select the batches. Okay, so you can achieve your goal in the oncoming Karnataka CET, and also you can grab more number of questions and we can share our knowledge with you. Okay, so thank you, my dear students. There is a free practice test is also there, so that you can get the confidence for exam. So this is how to attempt a test series, the procedure. Okay, so thank you. See you again in the next class. Good night.